we are at Hudson Grotto one more time. This time we're here for a special occasion. The occasion is the 40th anniversary. We've got all kinds of things going on here today. We'll have free lunch for all our guests, free diving. Also 107.3 The Eagle is here and going to do an underwater broadcast right down here on the 20-foot platform. Stick around, we're going to show you all kinds of stuff because we're about to get wet on the net.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is John Moore, broadcasting live underwater. That's right, we're up for the 40th anniversary of Scuba West. This afternoon, we're in Hudson. The address is 6815 Tower Drive. We're out here with the Eagle Street Team. They're not underwater with me, but I'm down here about 20 feet, diving in their Hudson Grotto, which is a fantastic freshwater diving spot. Come on out this afternoon. The Eagle Street Team has t-shirts and a bunch of other prizes to give away. Free diving if you're already a certified diver. There's a picnic lunch. It'll go on until 3 o'clock. But we're out here until 2. The festivities go on until 5. Come on out. They're going to give away some free PADI scuba diving lessons. And you can find out about Scuba West and their summer camps for kids. Also, check out the best scuba gear around, including Aqualung. They're the makers of the slingshot fins and the Pearl I3 BCD. It's John Moore broadcasting live for the first time scuba diving for the 40th anniversary of Scuba West in Hudson at 6815 Tower Drive.
First of all, thank you all for coming today. It's a special event for myself, for our staff, and for all of our favorite friends and divers, and we appreciate you guys being here. Scuba West has been helping divers explore the world since 1968. That makes them 40 years old today. And I, being a small part of it, want to recognize those people that made it happen. With us today as a special guest, we have Joanne Heddle. Where's Joanne at?
I'm right here.
Joanne, come on over here. Get you over. To kind of put a perspective on how old this dive center is, those of you who are old enough to remember, Joanne and her husband, Chuck, started the Scuba West out of their home in Newport Richey. Now to consider 40 years, back then Lyndon Johnson was president. Richard Nixon in November was inaugurated as our president. The Vietnam War was going strong, and everyone knew what a hippie was. That's 40 years. It's very rare. Many businesses survive, especially small business, a period of time, but imagine Joanne and Chuck back 40 years, what the scuba industry was just a small part of what it is today. And of course, Newport Richey and Hudson has grown strong. Back then, she was telling me that it was out of their house and there was, pine trees and a little road going through here. That was all it was. They made it successful because they had a love of scuba diving. 11 years later, and along with them, a gentleman who I think most of you know is Paul Heinrich. Paul, come on over here. Paul, of course, well known in this area and many years of diving. I was up in Chicago diving, not as long as Paul. Back in '68, I was 9. Just to rub it in. So it was a couple years later before I got in scuba diving. Paul was learning scuba, going to school to be a videographer, cinematographer, and learning the ropes of diving and cave diving later on, and as time went on to become a dive explorer, a cave explorer, and of course well known in many areas of the dive community. He owned and operated Scuba West after Joanne and Chuck had sold it to him for 29 years. I come in very later in the game, 2.5 years ago, to take over from Paul. The day I met Paul, I knew that we were going to get along well. We became friends instantly, had the same passion, not only for diving, but to help other divers enjoy the world, which is one of my passions as well as Joanne's and Paul's. So if somebody, I've got 2, oh there it is. Thank you. In commemoration of this 40th anniversary, we have inscribed on a plaque. I just want to read it to you and show it to you here. Scuba West, 40 years, helping divers explore the world since 1968. Thank you for sharing your love of the underwater world. This one to Chuck and Joanne Heddle. And with the same inscription, this one for Paul Heinrich.
Very, very happy 40th anniversary to Jeff and everybody, the whole staff here at Scuba West. What a fantastic place to dive. What a great day to dive. And I'm just happy to be here. We did a live broadcast, my first broadcast underwater ever. So we're anxious to hear how that sounds. But congratulations on 40 years. Thank you.
Happy 40th anniversary, Scuba West, and here's to 40 more.
Happy 40th
Happy 40th birthday, Scuba West.
Happy birthday, Scuba West!
Happy birthday, Scuba West.
Happy birthday, Scuba West.
Happy birthday, Scuba West.